All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Vigil team call. Today is August 20th. Today is Mr. Jamafoot's birthday, so make sure you guys reach out to him on social media or text him if you have his number. It's also my grandma's birthday, and I think, how old is she? I think she is 86.
That's awesome. You still have her.
Yeah, 84? Okay, yeah, something like that. But yes, excited for today. So one of the things that we're going to do is introducing my wife to you guys. So my wife is on today. Her name is Julia. She will also be our operations manager for the foreseeable future until we get to that point where we hire a separate one. So today everyone is being added into Bitrix at their current level. So you guys might get a couple of odd text messages at the beginning that'll say, "Hey, welcome to the team. Make sure you get registered to take your exam." That's the first message that people get, but there's just no way to avoid that when we're getting people added into Bitrix, and then you'll get added to your proper level where you're currently at in the business. And all that will happen around 4:30 Eastern time. So if you get an onslaught of text messages and emails, don't block it as spam or junk. That is for our team, and this is just going to help you guys in the future as well. So we went live with Bitrix and the new updates that happened with it. And from now on, we'll just know it'll be so those of you guys that came on early or before and knew about Bitrix, the name is now Agent Activation Accelerator, and that's where we're going to put all new people in. Linda is the first person to have a new agent enter that portal. So Jaden received her text message yesterday, scheduled her second interview, and we'll be getting her study materials here pretty quick. So I'm excited to be welcoming a new team agent, well, and Linda's first recruit. So congratulations, Linda, on that. So one of the things that I also wanted to share with you guys real quick is the importance of this. And you guys probably have seen this pop up in HQ. So every week on Saturday morning, you'll see this Perform Dash weekly survey. And I didn't fill mine out because I wanted to talk about this today. I could have done screenshots and whatnot, but I just wanted to show you guys the simplicity of it, right? So this past week, I spent how many hours setting appointments? And if you are setting appointments for production, then you would type that number in there. So for me, I'm only setting appointments right now for interviews. So last week, I spent 4 hours talking to people setting appointments for interviews. So just enter 4 there. Oh, great. So I got logged out. Give me 1 second. All right. So 4 hours. You click on the empty space there. 4 hours. Click next. I made time to prioritize my work at what percent of my working days this week. So last week, because I had some issues with my phone and whatnot, right? We'll just say that it was at 80%. And then how did I manage my time, right? Was it effective, ineffective? I'll just say it was effective. And then how focused was I? I was somewhat focused because I did become distracted with that. And then last week I conducted 6 interviews, and that number will go up. So what that does, that goes into a portal that I get to see everyone's production, and then that helps me with coaching and finding different things that we need to discuss on calls like this. One of the other things that we're going to go over now as well is a new schedule, if you will. So you guys are used to having the daily huddle, right? So the daily huddle happens every day at the same time. And we'll still promote like when Jama's talking and things like that, or if there's a really engaging speaker that will be on there. But what we're going to do on Mondays at the 11 Eastern time, 9 Mountain, is we're going to do a coaching call. So I will just do coaching calls on Mondays. So if you need coaching, you can jump on here. It'll be in this room, and whatever you need help with, whether it's dialing, appointment setting, whether it's, in the appointment itself, recruiting, anything along those lines, whether you need help with your calendar, we'll do that um, on Mondays. On Tuesdays, we'll still do this call, right? And then Tuesdays is building success on the daily huddle. And then on Wednesdays, we have the national call already, right? So I don't want to add anything to that. And then on Thursdays, you'll join the daily huddle for the leaderboards. And there's usually some pretty good interviews that happen on Thursdays. And then on Fridays, it's going to be tech help. So for those people that need help setting up their Calendly, setting up a Google Calendar, how to integrate your email. If you're having struggles with, we'll just say, like switchboard that you haven't been able to get resolved by attending the switchboard meetings. If you haven't made an effort to do the switchboard meetings, I want to encourage you guys to go to those ones, right? Like the setup and all that kind of stuff, but it's just working through other tech issues that come up. And then also how to set up your business account for social media, right? So your Facebook, your Instagram, things like that, things that can help you build your brand. And then so let me pull this up, that way you guys can see it. Julia is also going to be doing business cards. I posted that in the WhatsApp as well. You guys will be able to email her, and that'll be, you guys will get when you get access to Bitrix, you'll also have access to our agent handbook. So the link will be there. We're putting together a Google Drive with everything that you guys are going to need. So if you're a brand new agent coming in, Julia is going to send those to you guys automatically, or to your new people automatically. It'll have scripts, it'll have the presentations, things like that. So let me get this here. If you guys haven't seen it, you guys can go look in WhatsApp, but I'm just going to share the WhatsApp here. That way you guys can see it. That's just taking a minute to load. Oh, interesting. It's making me log in all over again. So I'll just go to Canva. You guys see the Canva page there? Yep. So this will be just a digital business card for you guys to be able to use. You'll be able to take this file if you want to print out business cards as well. But Julia will just need your guys' contact information, right? Your national producer number. And we can get that from HQ if it's accurate in HQ. You'll have to send her a headshot if we don't have one already. And then those are the carriers that will be at top. We're not gonna add a whole bunch more. Just these are our core carriers. So we want to make sure that people know who we're associated with, right? When it comes to the different carriers, it just gives you guys that real professional look, right? For when you're dealing with potential recruits or clients, right? So um, anyone that is direct to me in my base shop and below it'll have the Vigil agency on the bottom. When you become an agency owner and you have your own logo, it'll have your agency logo on there. So like if you're direct to Matt or Jama, it'll have theirs down there. If you guys come up with your own agency logo, right, and you want us to use that, you guys can coordinate and communicate with Julia on that as well. So if you guys don't have her number, she'll type it here in the chat. That way you guys will have her phone number and her email. It'll also come over on Bitrix, and then she'll also be listed as your operations manager in the Agent Activation Accelerator, formerly known as Bitrix. Okay, so this is just we're going to try to provide you guys with those tools that you'll need, right? So if you're texting with clients, you can just send them your business card, your digital business card. If you're talking to a recruit, same thing. Part of the things that we'll cover on Fridays as well is like how to set up your quick text in your phone, right? So I have a ton of quick texts in my phone, and I have so many of them that I have to have a little cheat sheet as well. So I have a cheat sheet showing what each one means, printed out that way. It's just such a time saver, and you get used to them over time. So like for instance, when you guys get locked out of Opt, right? one of my quick texts in my phone is RTO, right? I just type in RTO, and for what the message that it sends you guys is, please send your request to opt to speed things up. So when you guys actually ask for your reset through opt, what it does is it sends me a link to my email, and I just literally have to open the email and click allow, and it will unlock your opt automatically. If you text me like, hey, will you unlock my opt, then I have to log into opt. I have to click on, my agency, find you, click on another setting, and it becomes this multi-step process where if you're already in opt, you're just going to request it through there, sends me an email, it just speeds up the entire process. And now that Julia is our operations manager, she'll be able to get that same email and click it, you know what I mean? So we'll get that immediate notification to help you guys move along faster, so you guys aren't sitting there waiting on us to get access to opt. When setting up like the ideal calendar, right? So we'll ask you guys in advance, hey, what are the things that you need to do set in your schedule for your family, right? Like, do you pick up your kid? Do you drop off your kids at the same time every day? Do you pick them up at the same time every day? Do you have a standing appointment like me every Wednesday? Or every other Wednesday now at 9 a.m. I go and get allergy shots, right? So that's in my calendar. And then, the different meetings that I attend, I have those locked in there. The interview times, those are in there. So like for now with using the agent activation accelerator, when someone is scheduled for a second interview or a meet and greet, I have those times locked in my calendar every single week, and they're not going to deviate, right? The only way that they deviate is if something like if Caleb has a school event that's coming up, then I'll go and block it off for that specific time frame. But it'll be the same every day, right? So from 4 to 5, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm doing second interviews and meet and greets, right? And then on Wednesdays, that'll be from 5 to 6 Eastern time. So just trying to get you guys the tools and resources that you need to just go ahead and get a fast start and help your new agents get that fast start as well. So these will be times that are automatically set. And then as the team grows, different people will start to take over different aspects of that. You guys will start to take over your own different aspects, you know what I mean? We'll ask you guys to host different calls, things like that, as we start to grow. So any questions on any of that stuff? Good morning, Gloria. Good to see you. All right. Yeah. So Julia posted that her number and her email in there. Make sure you guys save that, save her as a contact in your phone. And then when you guys get that message from Agent Activation Accelerator, go ahead and save that as a contact as well, right? You can save it as the Vigil Agency team text or something like that, just so you guys know when it comes in, it's not spam. And then the more people that save it as a contact, it'll be saved through the networks, the different carrier networks as well. So it doesn't get filtered when when you have a new agent on the team. Because how many of you guys have gotten a a text message or a phone call and it says spam likely, right? So that happens when people either reject them, don't open them, different things like that, or don't mark them as a contact in their phone. Armando, I know you were asking specifically about roommates. We're going to do a specific thread on
Yeah.
SFG success. So people that are looking for roommates will be able to just use that thread to help find that. And then we'll also have another thread on the Facebook page as well, where arrival times at the airport for people that don't want to take the train downtown, if they just want to, 4 or 5 people hop in an Uber and go to the hotel that way. I will be riding the train. I like taking the train. It's just a nice, quiet time, not necessarily quiet, but it's just that time on the train, you get to see the city, the different things going on, and then you're not stuck in traffic, right? So it is a long drive, guys, from the airport to the convention center. That's where all the hotels are, right around that convention center. But we will have those resources available for you, Armando, Gloria. I know you were looking for someone as well to ride the plane with or something like that. Tag team on the so you have a flying partner for that. Outside of that, guys, Brenda has 5 conference tickets left, so discounted tickets. So if you have someone new that's coming on the team, and you want to get them to conference, make sure that you guys are getting them registered. $179 for the conference ticket. We'll be communicating that as well with all the new agents as they come on. All right.
I'm
So
gonna be flying with Matt.
on the same plane that Matt's going. So that'll
Awesome.
be,
There you go.
yeah.
And then what we'll do, we're not gonna, so in the past, we've created a separate WhatsApp thread for conference. I don't think we're going to do that this year. We'll just keep our normal WhatsApp thread for conference. We'll be able to share pictures. I'll post a daily itinerary on there, right? So, hey, make sure you guys are getting there for registration. Make sure, the general session starts at this time. Our team dinners on the 12th, as soon as general session ends, we'll give you guys a timeline. Hey, we're going to start the dinner and awards banquet over at the patio in an hour, because sometimes general session can run long, sometimes it can end a little bit early. So there's not, we're a little fluid when it comes to that type of thing. Go ahead, Linda. You said you had a question.
Yes, I have a question about the check-in. I'm just pulling up the app real quick. Am I supposed to choose which time I want to check in or register on Wednesday?
No, so they'll have three different things to check in. So there's a VIP one, those for the people that are, equity partner 130, and then the ones that won the VIP contest. And then there'll be an AO check-in line, and then there's a general check-in line.
Because I'm looking on the app, and so I registered for the 1 to 3, the women event.
Okay.
And then it looks like I may have registered for 12 where the other ones that I didn't necessarily click are not grayed out. But when I registered for something, it had a check mark. So I'm just wondering, like, did I really register or, line at 12:30 to register? Like, because it says it's full and the other one says limited seats. Or maybe that's why it's grayed out, because it's full.
Oh,
But then
I
I
know they're
tried to
going to talk.
register.
They are talking about that tomorrow. There was something that happened with the registration link for the women's event. Um, I don't remember the exact details on it. Let me see if I can find this quick
I guess
thread.
maybe I reserved myself also for the 10 a.m. women event for the 1 to 3, an amplification of belonging. So I didn't know if, like, I should register so then I can attend those on time, so I don't miss out. I didn't know how important that was, or like you just get there early and just get in line kind of thing.
Yeah, let me see real quick.
In Tuesday,
Oh,
so
they reset the entire app.
oh,
Yeah, that's what happened. Because like even
do I
now,
have
I
to
I had registered
register?
for my breakouts, and my breakouts aren't there. Let me see.
Sign up for breakouts. My schedule. Thursday. Okay, it looks like my schedule is still intact.
Okay, so I see what you're seeing now. Yeah, so they are doing early registration for the people attending the women's event. So whichever one you reserve for,
So,
that'll
like, let's say I'm not showing, well, maybe I'm just not looking very well. I'm not showing where it says that I registered to do that, because if I choose one for a registration, it says, okay, let me just click one. It
and
says, it says, do you want to switch sessions? You are already registered to another session in this group. And so I don't know what it is that they're referring to that I'm already registered in. Like, I can't, it's not showing me that I already registered to check in.
so click on my schedule and then click on Wednesday.
Okay. Oops.
And you have
My
any of those
schedule.
check marks checked? But I believe this is part of what they're going to be talking about on the national call tomorrow, because the advisory board did ask to streamline the check-in process, because so the lines did get fairly long. And those of you guys that attended last year, there was some people waiting in line for like an hour and a half just to check in.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to register.
Yeah, yeah. So our agency owner meeting doesn't happen until tomorrow, but I did hear that they did talk with the 130s about that. So I do apologize about not knowing that specific answer, but as
So it
soon as I
doesn't
find,
show on my schedule, it doesn't show that I registered to check in. It just says the 10 to 10:30 reserved for women event attend. And then the 1 to 3, the belonging. And I guess I
Oh.
registered for a COD talk.
So I'm looking at my schedule on the app, and on Wednesdays, it shows like the Engage Hub and all that is checked, but it's grayed out because I don't get in until after 1. So I didn't schedule anything for Wednesday. And then even on Thursday, like it has like the general session AM, lunch break, and then general session PM. Those are also check marked but grayed out because I'm assuming, we have to attend those. The only ones that are on my schedule that are checked and not grayed out is my breakout sessions for Friday. And those are check marked, but they're white.
right, yeah. So the ones that have the gray check mark are just automatically included in the schedule.
Okay.
And none of that is necessarily required, right? But like the Engage Hub, the one that on Wednesday, right? You see that from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's like all the vendor booths that are going on. So they're just saying that that's the times that those will be running. The Todd Talks will be available as well. And so when those ones become available, you should be able to just choose whichever one you want to go to. Like it's not going to be reservation. You could just walk in, right? So Todd does that kind of like in an open foyer, and then you can just hang around and listen to them talking. But yeah, sorry, Linda, about if you have one checked, that means that you're registered for it, and it would have a white icon, I
Okay,
believe. Yeah.
I'll go with that.
And if not, I'll also
It
ask
was not checked, it's just grayed out. Like it does not telling me that that I'm actually registered to register. But then if I click one thing to register, it says that I've already have something. Do I want to switch sessions? And
just
so
send me some
I'm
screenshots so I
assuming,
can see yours.
okay.
Yeah. Like I'm not allowed to select the women's one, so I can't I can't do that. Yeah.
Really? Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. All right. Any other questions? If not, it'll give you guys some time to switch over to SFG Smile and Dial. The dial room will be open there in 2 minutes. And I forgot who's dialing at 10 o'clock Pacific. But the day is set already with dialers. I'll be in there as well, and then I got to pop off in a couple hours. I got a meeting with Craig, and then yeah, I'll be back in there as well. So if you guys don't have any other questions, that'll be it for today.
Hey, bye
All right.
guys.
Talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Was I